All right, we're live.
Go game go. Welcome. It's
episode 5. Here we go.
5. It's Saturday.
I just got done battling a huge hornet, which I already told you before we got on here.
You did, because of course I'm like, when you said that, I got really excited because not only for myself, but mainly for my wife, because I'm like, it was one of those crossover moments. I'm battling a hornet in AC or real life. This was my question, because I'm like, no, holy crap. There's a hornet in AC. We got to get it.
I had to take him out. I had no medicine to cure my eye, so he had to go.
Was he inside or outside?
He was inside. He was. I got a sliding door right here next to me. I mean, it's like 20 inches away.
So now I know where to creep you out.
Yeah, and so I've got these blinds, and I opened the blinds up, and I told you I've been hearing this thing for like 2 days. I couldn't find him. Yeah. So I guess he maybe was trapped behind there, because I opened up the blinds, but they're still all here. Like, I can open them, but I didn't slide them.
Right.
So I saw him, and it was just crazy big. So then I had to get something to try and knock him, and took about 3 hits to make him drop, and then about 10 to finally finish him off on the floor. I think
all I can think of is Rocky. Ding, ding.
Ding, ding. It's quite the battle. Oh.
How did it turn out? It ended well.
It ended with him taking a swim right through my toilet. He's the only one.
I'm telling you, you need to use your use your Wii Sports skills and get yourself one of those little tennis rackets that you charge them up and they're.
I have a friend. He was telling a story. He had people over for dinner, and one of his guests was looking like down the hall as they're eating and said, "There's a bat in your house."
Oh, shut up.
So he got up, saw the bat flying around. The bat flew upstairs, went into a bedroom. He ran, grabbed his tennis racket. He went into the bedroom, opened up a window, and as the thing was flying around, he got up to it and just did a forehand, hit the bat, and sent him right out the window.
Oh, my God.
I said, I'm picturing you in like a white shirt and shorts and a headband, and you're just kind of bouncing around, and boom. I was like, what are the odds of you hitting him out the window in your first shot?
I know. Bjorn Borg, eat your heart out.
That is impressive. Set
and match.
That's a dinner and a show right there.
What's his name?
Jerry. He's got the greatest stories of all time, by the way.
Jerry, 15 love.
We used to work together, and you could literally give him a topic, and he would tell you a story.
Oh, dude, I'm pretty bad at that too. Oh.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, people tell me I do that a lot. Yeah. Oh, speaking of salt, did I tell you that one story?
Yeah, you already told us.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, my son and his wife are pretty good at telling me when I've told them stories. It's not always a pretty sight, but yeah, you told us about that. Okay.
Well, I've got no one else to tell, so
I just think it's worth it.
So you got to keep listening.
Sit down.
I'm not having any more kids, so you're stuck with these jokes.
Until you give me other ones to tell these stories.
Until you give me grandkids, you're going to keep hearing these things.
It's all you. It's all you. Yeah, Dad told me this one, Grandpa. That's what I'll be hearing. Yeah, I've already heard it. Dad told me. Well, doggone it. Knock it off. Just give me a chance anyway. Can we talk about video games?
All right.
You got some turbo graphics on your shirt again. They're a classic. I love that shirt.
I love it too.
I want one of those.
Never had one as a kid. Have it now.
How do I get one? Where'd you get it?
I just created it, to be honest, and put it on TeePublic and ordered it for myself.
Okay, then we got to talk about that sometime soon. let everybody know about. We'll figure that out so y'all can do that, because
yeah,
I'm going to get on there and order one.
you'll love it.
I gots to have me a TurboGrafx shirt, because that is just one of the greatest systems. We've talked about it before. I won't sit on it for long, but doggone, it's such a good system, and people just don't know about it.
We used to play for hours and hours every weekend. You and me
Hours.
just playing TurboGrafx.
Hours, loved it.
I didn't realize at the time, but now that I think about it, we're probably about the only ones doing that.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, we talked about this before too. My wonderful son, I have a wonderful daughter as well. She had a birthday. Happy birthday. Yes, yesterday was her birthday. But my son for Father's Day sent me the why can't I say what it is, the name of it, but it's the piece where I can hold it sideways and have the long screen on my Switch.
Oh, the flip grip?
Flip grip. Thank you.
Yeah.
I suck at names. I'm great with it. Does this? Yeah, that's it. That's it.
This thing's all. It's just one piece of plastic, as simple as can be, but it's perfect.
But it's perfect, simple and like an egg.
Have you been playing Pinball FX?
That's what I'm going to do this weekend. I've been out of town. I can't take the Switch, and I'll be talking about that in a minute. That goes along with what games have I been playing.
So what have you been playing?
Well, I've been playing AC a lot. That's really where we are, because they did all the updates. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But we had really cool updates over the 4th of July weekend for any of us who are addicted to that game. So I hate to use that word, but I did start saying something when Jeff and I were discussing things earlier. And I said that I was going to, what did I say? As I was joining
a cult.
Looking, yeah.
No, I said a cult.
You said a cult.
You're
I'm like, no.
into joining, and you paused, and I said, "In a cult."
And I'm like, no. However, Animal Crossing is kind of a cult. I mean, it's something that you talk to people about, and they don't know what you're talking about. And at some point, they say, maybe you shouldn't be doing this so much. Maybe you need a life.
Maybe you should take it.
So it's one of those things where people don't understand. It's an AC thing. Ooh, I smell a T-shirt.
You just transferred your life to Animal Crossing. That's all.
That's right. And speaking of that, we'll talk about that a little bit too. The transferring situation. I think I'm going to be a little too soon. Tell me something you've been playing lately.
I've got 4 things. One, I've been playing Mr. Driller Drill Land. Not so much this past week. I've been playing a lot. I played it a little bit, but I love that game. That's the old Japanese import game for the GameCube. It's pretty much the same thing. It's a great single player. They have like 5 different modes. Each mode is a different version of Mr. Driller. So it's kind of like 5 Mr. Driller games combined. Shoot. Each one's very different. A lot of them.
Are they different? Are they different in their graphics, or is it different in story? I mean,
graphics are the same, but like for instance, like there's just regular Mr. Driller.
Okay.
I forgot what that one's called, but it's just where you drill down. Have you played the game ever?
No. I'm looking forward to it though.
So you drill down, and there's a bunch of blocks, and you're drilling down. The deeper you go, you start running out of oxygen. So there's little oxygen pills you have to pick up. Gotcha. So as you go down and you knock some blocks, some of the ones on top are going to fall down.
Oh yeah.
So you have to keep drilling down, pick up oxygen, and not get hit by the blocks that you're knocking that are falling from the ones that you've already knocked down. Shoot. So that's the basic game. But then there's one that's based
Sounds like a combination of like Tetris, Space Invaders, and the Dig Dug. It's like, how do you put all that together? Or like Dr. Mario, where the blocks are fall, where you try to get them to all fall. And
it's funny you mentioned
or Sugar Crush too. A little tab of Sugar Crush in there.
Right. Let me pull this up real quick. You mentioned Dig Dug. Mr. Driller is Dig Dug's father. Or
shut your
mouth. Well, Dig Dug's not his name, but the character in Dig Dug is the father of Mr. Driller.
So it's like a. Oh wait. Okay. So wait.
Mr. Driller's the younger, so he's the son.
Gotcha.
The guy from Dig Dug is actually in this game.
Shut up.
Here he is right here. That's Mr. Driller, and his dad's down here. So this is World Drill Tour. This is just basic Mr. Driller. See how he's going down, and see there's the air he's got to get.
Air, I see, yeah.
So then I'm trying to see if I don't know if this video has anything extra. So here you can play as his dad from Dig Dug.
Oh wow!
But there's other. Let me see. There's a mode in here based on Tower of Druaga.
Okay.
It's an old Japanese game.
Okay.
Okay, so now this is called the Whole of Druaga.
Wow.
So it's still a Mr. Driller game, but it's completely different. You have HP, and as you're
God, yeah, that is a lot. Like it's amazing. It's amazing what games inspired games like Sugar Crush
and this one has like enemies to fight and stuff.
Okay. Oh yeah, yeah.
So you're not worrying about air in this one. You're worrying about HP.
Wow.
And then you're collecting coins. But that's how it is for all these. They're all just a little bit different.
Right.
Which is pretty cool. And then there's
you're playing that on
Switch.
On Switch?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna look for that. Christine would like that, I think.
This is a newer version. And it does have a 4-player mode too, which is awesome.
Oh yeah.
So
can we play that together at the same time?
I don't think it's online.
Okay. Just checking.
It's local 4-player, I believe.
Okay, gotcha.
So
we can be local. We can need to be local sometime.
Yeah, we need to do that soon.
I mean, act like we like each other, for crying out loud.
I haven't been playing that a ton this week, so I've been playing these other ones. One game I've been playing a lot is Missile Dancer.
Yeah, tell me about that one. I know we just talked about that, didn't we?
What did we? It's a shoot 'em up. It's a shmup, but it's Japanese only right now. I assume it's going to come to the North America since it's all in English. So it has a regular arcade mode, and there's a caravan mode, which is a 3-minute mode, and you just try to rack up as many points as 3 minutes. But this is the normal one. Oh. And the unique thing on this is that you're not holding your button down to shoot. When you hold your button down, it will shoot, but that's not the main mechanic. See that ring that goes around?
Yeah, right.
When it's a lock-on device. So when you get ships within that ring, it locks on. When you let go of the button, all your missiles shoot them and knock them down, and then you immediately hold the button down again and try to do the same thing.
Gotcha.
So the missiles coming at you aren't blocked by your ring, but they can be blocked by your shot. And your shot is just automatic when you hold the button down.
Gotcha.
But this is really cool. I mean,
God, that looks awesome.
I'm hoping it comes to North America. I don't know why it wouldn't. Like I said, the entire thing is in English. Look at this.
Yeah.
They could just put this on right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
What else? Oh, I've been playing this crazy game called I don't even know what it's called. It's on the eShop. It has one name. In game, it has another, and then on the icon on your menu,
it listed as another on the icon.
Third name. It's some variation of 1920s tennis.
Okay, that's what I was wondering if you were going to say that.
Did I tell you this one already?
No.
I don't.
You told me you were playing it. And that you didn't know what the name was.
Yeah, because it keeps changing. It's like 3 different names. I really don't know what the heck it is. Let me bring it up here real quick. It is. It's interesting in that. Here, I'll show you why it's interesting. One, it's kind of terrible. And,
see, I love this though. That picture is cool.
So, it's called. I forgot. At the very bottom, it said it had like a different name here. It had a really long name. So the graphics are not very good.
Okay.
And it's this free-to-play game.
Yeah.
So you can only play 3 matches a day unless you want to spend these coins and play more. It's one of those things they want you to to buy real coins or spend real money to buy coins and play more. But you don't have to. You can just play 3 matches a day, which is what I've been doing. The graphics aren't good. That mechanic of having to buy stuff, I don't like that at all. They do give you an option to buy the game, but I don't really understand it. There's like 2 different options. And I'm not sure why you need 2 options to buy the game, so I don't know what that is. But here's the only reason why I play this game. The actual gameplay is really unique and fun.
Who plays with a tie on? I mean, I guess they did. I guess.
Yeah. This is 1920s tennis.
Yeah. They didn't know that you needed to stay cool and casual during play.
The whole thing is really awkward in that this is originally a mobile game to fit the Switch, and what they do is
a sweater, an Oxford, and a tie. You know he's got a T-shirt under that.
So
that's why he's so skinny.
He's even skinnier once you get all those clothes off.
He's only got one side.
So on the phone, you use your finger to kind of move around. But on this, what they did, which is so unique, is you move your right stick.
Yeah.
So your left stick moves the player. Kind of. He's kind of. Well, I'll about this. He's kind of trapped into. Hey, where'd my picture go?
Well, that's what I was wondering. I thought maybe you were searching for something. You're not on my screen, so I just thought I'd say.
Yeah, that's weird.
I didn't want to think that it's all about me, but I just.
Yeah, I don't know why I did that.
I don't know.
The thing is, when you move your guy, he moves pretty much where you want him to go, but it's this computer somehow kind of pulling him to where he's supposed to go a little bit.
Yeah,
which is a little awkward. But the coolest thing is the right stick. And you don't press a button to swing. You use your right stick to shove. If you want to shoot it deep, hit it deep. You push it up and to the left, right, middle, wherever.
Right.
And then he'll automatically swing, and then he hits the ball in that direction. If you want to hit it just over the net, you pull it back, and in what direction, and then he lets loose and swings.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what a great! It just feels good when you play.
Well, right. It's a real dynamic instead of you thinking I just hit a button. You're like, well, I got to think about this, and it gives you the That's really one of the only ways to know where your multi-shot is going to go.
But there's so much about this game that's terrible. But they really came up with a unique way to play tennis on the video game system. I've never seen this before.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know. It doesn't look so terrible to me, but I don't know.
Well, the actual motion when you're playing, it's not bad. But up-close graphics are pretty terrible, and the interface is clunky. There's a lot of bad things about it. But like I said, the actual gameplay is actually kind of fun, and it's very unique.
Right.
I certainly never played a game like it.
Right. It's just retro within itself. It's like how my wife likes period films. It's like, why does everything have to be so new or something, or fantastical, something that isn't real? You have something that's just like a throwback, but it's like a camera shot of the 1920s when people had outrageously thick outfits to play tennis.
I wonder if I can.
This is a tie only match.
What if I remove myself here? If I can get myself back on camera, I don't know why it's not. I mean, camera's
I
on.
don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, at least you have something appropriate on the screen. Oh, I think he lost me. All right, I lost him. Is your phone dying?
No.
Oh.
No, I just pushed it.
All right, I'm back.
You're back, but no photo still.
I don't know. That's weird.
That's very strange.
Wait, let me stop my.
Oh, there you are.
All right, we're back.
You're back.
We're back.
I've always been here. It's just it's not me. It's you.
The
You just wanted to see if they missed you.
All right.
Look, I know a way to make sure everybody misses me. What is this?
This is Damascus gear.
Oh, good gosh. I had no idea it was going to look like this.
It is whoops. So
I want to say that it reminds me of what was the Smash TV?
Oh yeah. It's really the whole thing's in Japanese. It's an American game. It's a North American game, but all the speaking is in Japanese, and subtitles are English. But it's a story where something terrible's happened in Japan, and mechs have taken over, and so you've joined this mech force to try to beat them down. And what you do is there's actually kind of a long story here where you it's like a android or something's helping you out.
So you should make a bowl of popcorn before you start the game.
Yeah. So you train, and this is like, oh, this is one of the training ones. But what you do is you go, you train a lot. You go through different rooms of buildings, and you defeat people, pick up upgrades. Then you can upgrade like every part of your mech, and then eventually you fight somebody. It's part of like some kind of a mech league where you fight each other.
Yeah, different from
then you go and fight those guys, and you keep building up. So it's really neat in that you're fighting as a mech. You upgrade your mech, which is awesome. I always like that kind of stuff.
Right, right.
And it was on sale last week for I think $280.
Oh, shut up!
So I grabbed it. I don't know if I'm gonna like it or not, but it's actually pretty fun. And for $280, it's a lot of fun.
Oh, I wish I'd have known about that.
Well, my guess will probably go on sale again.
Okay.
This is by Arc Systems Works, which is a really good publisher.
Interesting. So yeah, Damascus Gear Operation Osaka.
Yes.
Yes.
It's a mouthful.
Yeah, it is. Good Lord. Do you imagine telling your mom that one?
Oh,
what'd you say? What did you just say? You can't say that.
What'd you call
Price history, all-time low is whoa, you're saying wait a minute, what? Okay, right now it's $20.
Yeah.
You got it to something?
It just goes on sale every so often. I've never even heard of it, to be honest, until it's on sale. And you know who told me about it was Dave, Nintendo Kid.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I tried it out. I really like it. It's an interesting game.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
I guess they have Operation Tokyo as another one. Operation Tokyo and other things like it. They have BitLogic. It's a cyberpunk arcade adventure, which is $7. They have B.A. Walker. That's $10. Megabyte Punch. You ever heard of that one?
Is this all Arc System Works?
No, not necessarily. These are all other games that people do like as well. I'm in Deku deals. So
okay.
Code Shifter and Fighter's History is another one. Johnny Turbo's Fighter, the arcade Fighter's History, which is, of course, all those are $8. But yeah, Damascus Gear Operation Tokyo is out there too.
While we're talking about games on Switch, Dave again from Nintendo Kid, he put out a review for Crosscode.
Okay.
It's a new RPG that just came out Thursday on the Switch. It's been out on Steam, I think, for 2 or 3 years.
$20 right now. Yeah.
And I watched his video, his review. He loved it. It looks amazing. The pixel art is crazy good.
Wow.
And I've heard a lot of good things about it. So
yeah,
I would have picked it up, but I'm picking up Paper Mario next Friday.
Friday.
So I don't want to pick up a RPG because I'll never finish it before next week.
Are you gonna pick up the cartridge?
Yes.
For that? Yeah. I see another one that they like along in the Crosscode is Indivisible.
I don't know that game.
Yeah, it's $30. You can buy it on a cartridge. You can buy it as a cartridge. Sparklight is another one. And Cosmic Star Heroine.
Oh, that's pretty good. It's an RPG.
Yeah.
I have played that one. That one's good.
That's awesome. Wow. Yeah, they have Sparklight is on sale.
So, I have heard that. I don't know anything about it though.
Yeah. But it's Sparklight's on sale right now, 40% off, $15, normally $25. So that's pretty cool though. Dang. Wow, I'll have to keep a lookout for that Damascus one though. Especially on the other one too, the Tokyo.
If you like mech fighting and upgrading mechs, it's fun.
Yeah. Well, and like I say, every one is within an area, right? So it's a lot like I say, Smash TV. Remember what was the other one? Robotron?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I loved Robotron.
Oh, yeah, that's a really good game.
Is there anywhere we can get that? Have you seen anything for that?
Robotron?
Yeah. Like, have it as a retro game somewhere. I don't see anything on Deku deals about it.
I don't think so.
Yeah. I wish they would do that sometime. That would be really cool. I'd also love to see the pinball game, what was it? The pinball game. Why can't I say it? Pinball.
Was it a standalone game?
Yeah, it's just it was a pinball machine.
Not a video game, just a pinball machine?
Yeah, it's a pinball game. I used to play it in college. I don't know. I'll think of it someday. And we'll talk about it. But anyway, it was really cool. You had to light up all the lights in the middle, and then the robot would come up inside the machine and it's really cool.
I'll tell you a pinball game you would like is Devil's Tilt on the Switch.
Okay. All right.
It's $20 normally, but it goes on sale. You can find it for cheaper. It's one board. It's like 3 sections high, kind of like a lot of people compared it to the TurboGrafx ones, Devil's Crush, Alien's Crush. It's got like an occult theme. It's got great music. Pixel art is amazing. Plays really well.
What'd you say was the name?
Demon's Tilt.
Demon's Tilt. Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Or Demon Tilt. I can't remember. Is it Demon's Tilt? Might just be Demon Tilt.
No, it is. You're right. You're originally right. You're right.
Okay.
Yeah. It's $20 right now. Not on currently. $20. Yeah, it must be really good if it's $20 for the pinball machine.
Yeah, it's very good. You'd like it.
Okay. Yeah, I got to keep track of the all the other pinball games when they go on sale.
All right, let's jump into the news. I know you want to talk about Animal Crossing update.
Before I say that, any of my games that I've played is, like I say, Animal Crossing. What I've been doing as far as game is concerned is looking for a new Switch. I'm looking to get one. They're hard to find. Jeff was telling me the other day, and it was confirmed by a gentleman at Walmart. Not like I need confirmation on what Jeff tells me because he knows his crap. So it's not like I'm worried about that. But I was talking to a gentleman there who said his Nintendo dude was saying that in the next couple of weeks, at the end of July, they'll be getting them in by the case, not just like 5 units at a time or whatever. But I do have a lead on one with a nice gentleman who told me that some were coming in a faraway town from me. So I'll be going to such faraway town, and then I will see if I can get one. So otherwise, in the next couple of weeks, hopefully I can secure another one and get my own island going. So, but that's what my game time has been, is just trying to track down another Switch.
The game within the game.
Yes, the game. And I had a rude guy. I went to my hometown, and I'm just pulling into town, and I thought, well, I'll check my Walmart in my hometown. And I called, and he goes, "We don't." I said, "Yeah, I'm in from out of town. Do you guys happen to have any Switch consoles?" And he's like, "We don't have any." And I'm like, "Okay." And I'm like, "Well, would there be a convenient time? Maybe I could call you back." And I was just being real nice with him, and that maybe a shipment will come in. He goes, "We don't have any." I'm like, that doesn't really answer my question. God, that's like when you're walking down the hall with somebody and you go, "How you doing? How you doing?" You're like, what is that? Just tell them. Now nobody knows how anybody's doing. You've just asked two. Why don't you just throw another question out? How you doing? Do you like cheese? And don't answer that either. Just keep walking.
It reminds me, used to be a guy I worked with years ago. He was not the most loved person in the office. But
was that me? That's not me. We used to work together.
But the funny thing is, when you see him when you passed them, if you said to him, if you used the phrase "what's happening," he would return with, every time, "What's not happening?"
the Ferris Bueller.
What's not happening?
What's not? What are we doing today? The question is, what aren't we doing today? Which, of course, I'll throw it in really quickly because I'm sure that gamers love Ferris Bueller. That whole new theory where maybe Ferris Bueller never happened. It was just all in Cameron's mind because he was sick and delusional. He was so feverish, he started having a delusion that he was out and about with Ferris all day. So just one thing, just saying. So anyway, we'll move along. So gameplay, and this week I'm looking forward, and we don't have to go to it, but I'm looking forward to throwing on my old game system, and I do want to play some classic Bionic Commando, and I'm going to get on my PS2, and I want to play a little bit of my Avatar game that I found used a couple of years ago, because I've been rewatching the Avatar series. It's on Netflix right now, so I've been watching that.
That was a great series.
It was a fantastic, and then to follow it up with Legend of Korra was fantabulous. But then now they've got Dragon Princes made by the same people. That's also on Netflix if you want to check it out. It's not as good. It's a little kitschy. But so we'll move on to what we've got for new stuff. What are we talking about?
Would you want to talk about Animal Crossing update?
Animal Crossing update. How about that? You get to swim in the ocean. You get to find creatures. I swam my ass off last night trying to catch something, and I caught that clam. How fast do those things swim? Do they really move that fast?
I've never seen a clam.
Do they really move?
So how do you catch stuff? It's just with your hands? You don't have to have anything with you?
You don't have to have anything, but but I'm telling you, man, I went after this clam and it was a bear. So here's the deal.
The clam was a bear. That's your problem.
I'm like, wow.
That's why he's moving so fast.
That's why he's moving so fast. He's after a fish while I'm after it. But it's relatively good size down in the water, but it takes off and it's gone. And I was trying a strategy where I swam on the surface and then tried to get above it and then go down there. But what you have to do is just keep, in my experience last night, of getting a cramp right up here because I was cramming down on the thumb so much. So I got a cramp right here and right in the pec. It's like, ow, shoot. I worked out last night. Woo! And
video game.
You just have to keep diving. Just keep diving. You're going to come up for air, dive right back down and start swimming after it because it'll pause if you keep doing that. If you're down below, that's what I found out last night. Somebody else might have another theory on it, but that was eventually what Christine said. She goes, just stay underwater as much as you can. I go, oh, okay. And I did that, and it worked.
Wait, did you say, how long can you stay underwater? Does it?
It's really, I mean, you can keep hitting the A button and doing a breaststroke underwater for about 10 seconds, and then you come back up.
Does it just force you up?
What's that?
Do you get forced back up?
Yeah, you get forced back up. Yeah, there's no, oh, you better get up. No, it's not like that. They don't want they don't want people pushing it and, go, and then
It's not a tarantula situation.
You have to have a code for death. It would be like the cockroaches. Have you seen that yet? Have you ever seen that?
Well, I haven't played in a long time, but
well, now you're going to see them then. If you haven't played in a long time, you should see cockroaches in your house.
Well, you came over to my island to get some turnips. And so before I turned it off, the whole place is all weeds, and I saw a shark for the first time. And I was like, oh, I've never even seen a shark. So I went over and grabbed it. It was this huge, great white shark.
Yes.
So then I did that, donated them. Oh, and I caught a puffer fish. And then I went to my house, and I completely forgot about the cockroach thing because you made that noise like the ching, and then something's going around, and I went over and squished them.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, I should have caught them. But I was like, wait a minute, you can't use your net inside the house anyway. So
nope. Can't catch them. You just got to squash them to catch them.
So they're probably in the other rooms too. I was only in the one room.
Yeah.
That's all I played. I haven't even did the swimming part yet, so I need to do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the puffer fish. That's right. I was thinking the puffer fish, you swim out and get it, but you don't. Yeah, and you can. The cool thing is you can. They were saying that you can terraform to have like a waterfall off the back of your home grounds, and then you can dive off of that. You can get on the rocks. You can dive off of that.
Oh, wow.
They don't really dive. They actually just do like a cannonball. An open cannonball is really what you do. You're like, whoa, and then boom.
Is it just the ocean? Can you go in the lakes?
No, just the ocean.
Okay.
Because that was my thing. I'm like, when can I jump in the lake? I just want to jump in the lake. But the problem is you can't get up onto a solid terraform area. It has to be a gradual. So you can only walk up onto the beach. So
you have to have your swimsuit on, right?
Have to have your swimsuit on, and you can't change clothes without your swimsuit because they don't want there to be you don't want to be without it now.
Right.
That's kind of nice where they go, no. You can't change clothes with your swimsuit on because if you do that, now your swimsuit's in there, you're going to leave, you're going to go to the ocean, you're going to want it on, and you can't, It's kind of smart that they made the algorithm like that, where you can't, where you don't accidentally mess yourself up. Right. Yeah. I went and visited my friend's island yesterday, and her husband doesn't play the game much. So we've been in his house before, and there's cockroaches. So I'm running around on the island with her last night. We get up onto the level where his house is, and I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to go check. And sure enough, there was a cockroach in there. So. But no, the swimming is cool. It was fun. You can do it together. You can swim with the people who are on your island and stuff like that. Here's a scary AC thing that everybody else knows. But in case somebody's just starting and doesn't know, you can actually plant money trees. I just learned about those. My son was like, "Sorry, I didn't tell you about that." We're like, "That'd have been nice."
But only up to 10,000 bells.
Yeah, and then also I think you can do more, but you have to do time. You have to do a time travel. But I'm not doing all that.
I don't know. When I did it, the only thing I could do. Oh, did I put more? No, I didn't put more in. I just read it. I thought once you put in more than 10,000, it just, I guess maybe reverts back to 10,000.
Yeah, it's. There was something on one of the videos that I watched where you can make more. Also, there's a video out there. If anybody's interested, there's a video out there on also here on YouTube where a gentleman flooded his island on purpose. So, and it took him hours. So I'm not suggesting that it's an easy thing to do. He goes through it. So check it out.
A friend of mine showed me a picture of someone's island, and it was up north where Red parks his boat.
Yes.
And the whole thing was like he turned that part of the island into like a pirate ship. I've never seen it. I was like, how do you do that? But is this real? And he said, apparently it is real. It's like because all the parts you can get.
Oh wow!
In the picture he took, he used like a sepia tone, so it kind of made it look even more.
Yeah, even cooler. Wow.
It was crazy. I just got a house and a couple of roads. That's all I have.
I know. I started terraforming yesterday. My dad watched me do a big terraform yesterday, and then he watched me knock it all down. I'm like, I just need to keep trying it because I'm creative. I have ideas, but when it comes to that, it's a real. I look at what other people have done, and I'm like, that's really cool. And I assume that they probably just went in and did it, and boom, boom, bang, boom. How did you know what to do? But they've never seen a video, or they played with it for 6 hours to get it like that, or what?
I bet you it takes longer than that sometimes. I think because a lot of people, it's the only game they play. So when they do it, 6, 8 hours a day. So
a lot of people, it's the only thing they do.
Yeah,
I'm certain of that, which is fine. I mean, if that's what you decide to do, I mean, hopefully you're doing some calisthenics in between or something, but. Maybe you're playing while you're, I mean, that's one thing about the Switch and all that stuff. You could be playing it on a treadmill.
You could.
You'd be standing on your treadmill just playing. I mean, we got a TV screen right there, beautiful flat screen. Play while you're walking. Christopher,
do you know what this is?
It's mine, isn't it? No, that's the controller.
This is a
card. What is it?
This is a Intellivision Amico golden ticket.
That's what I thought.
If you make a purchase at their store, they would send you this, and I don't think they do it anymore because it's part of a contest that was just announced. So for every one of these golden tickets you have, they enter your name in once, and on the 15th, next week, they're giving away a bunch of prizes, including 10 Amicos, plus a bunch of other stuff. So I'm hoping to win something because that'd be kind of cool.
Wow. So should I just refer to you as Mr. Bucket from now on?
Yes. if I win a free,
I can't believe you didn't walk away and run back to the screen going, "I've got a golden ticket. I've got a golden."
I'll do that if I win an Amico.
There you go. Yeah.
All right. So that brings us to the second Amico news of the week. So Tommy Tallarico, the CEO, posted 3 images. This is a busted up Amico controller.
Wow.
An Amico controller inside a Ferrari sitting on the engine. And then Amico on top of a horse's head.
Oh, because...
And then he says, what the heck is going on in these photos? A little teaser for our next video dropping soon. So he did this July 9th, so I'm guessing a new video is coming next week. Probably next week because the contest is next week, so I'm sure it's going to be a lot of news there.
Okay.
So I just want to show that because I have no idea what it means. I don't know if each of these refers to a new game coming. No clue.
Right. I'm just glad it wasn't on the horse's ass. Don't be a horse's ass. Get an Amico. These things can happen.
That'd make a great commercial, kind of like too bad George Plimpton isn't still around. He could do that for him. He did all their old commercials.
Yeah, or like those car commercials around. You don't know Jack Schmidt. Really? Or that my favorite Kmart commercial, ship your pants. I could ship my pants?
Yeah, you don't know Jack Schmidt. That's a local car dealer here.
So horrible. So horrible. Isn't that true, guys and gals?
I don't know if you've heard of this. It just got announced this past week.
Oh, yeah.
It's a Sega Astro City Arcade Mini.
Man.
It's kind of like, I don't know if you ever saw the SNK Mini that came out a year or so ago.
Yeah.
It played really well in the mini form like this, but if you hooked it to your TV, it looked terrible. I don't know if this is going to hook to the TV. I'm guessing it probably will. It's going to have 36 games, but they're all Sega arcade games, which is nice because it's not the console versions, but it's real arcade games.
Right.
So far, it's Japan only. And I can see why, because I don't think this arcade game ever came here. I don't remember seeing these in the arcades. This is a very Japanese.
Yeah, totally.
It's one of those that's really short and you have to sit to play.
Yeah.
Their arcade games are quite a bit different than ours, but it looks cool.
Yeah. Why can't I think of what was my motorcycle racing game on the Sega?
Hang On?
Hang On. That's what it was. Yeah. I knew it was two. I'm like, it's 2 words. Yeah. Hang On. I was just talking about it the other day because that's how I ride my bike now. So.
All right. The last piece of news I'll put in here so we can move along is,
yeah.
Did you see Nintendo's video they had yesterday?
No, I didn't get around to seeing it. I was on a road trip yesterday.
Oh, that's right. They did a Nintendo treehouse video of Paper Mario, Origami King. So they showed that off a little bit.
I know you're excited about that.
Oh yeah, I'm getting that. But then they announced that Way Forward, the company that does all the Shantae games, she's a genie.
Yeah.
She did them for Game Boy and they're on the Switch. They announced that they were doing a new game for an older franchise, but not Nintendo franchise. So everyone got excited, and then they showed, and then this popped up.
Oh.
It's Bakugan, which, I mean, I don't have any kids at the age that would play with Bakugan now, but when my oldest was young, Bakugan was pretty big, and I remember we got some stuff.
Right.
I know not a lot of people are happy about this. I mean, it looks like this part is a 2-player. It's also online, so you can battle people online. There's this battle system here. There's a 3D part where you walk around the world. I guess kind of like a Pokemon thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Didn't get rave reviews from most people looking at it, but I guess we'll see. I mean, Way Forward's a really good developer, so hopefully they did a good job with this. Yeah. It comes out in November.
I mean, it looks really cool. Not my style of game, but I mean, doggone, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's my style either, but who knows? Maybe it's good.
Yeah. Wild. Very wild.
All right. Did you have for topics? Did you have?
No, not really. I mean, anything that I'm thinking about right now is stuff for the show. So I'm kind of moving in that direction. So, and I've been
you're doing some of the technical stuff, which will be cool. Things will get a lot better, I think.
Yeah.
My wife's just calling me right now. I said, doing a show live.
doing it. I'm busy. You're getting a shout out right now because I'm doing a show.
Both my texts failed. That's weird. I don't know.
Week on the text.
Very simple. Well, I wanted to briefly mention. We talked about this before, but I want to briefly talk about the Evercade. I've played this quite a bit now.
Okay, because I'm dying to come over and check that out.
And it's pretty reasonable. I mean, for $80, you get the system and a cartridge. And the cartridge, I'm not sure which. It might be the Atari Collection 1, which has. I'm not sure how many games that has on it. It might have like 20 games on it.
Wow.
Some of the older ones have a lot of games on, up to 20. But it's really good. The cool thing is it has an HDMI slot at the top. So I've been playing this on my TV quite a bit.
That's what I was going to make mention of, because I thought you can. I'm like, because not all of these handhelds you can do that.
And the quality is tremendous. I mean, it is really sharp. I really recommend this system. There's 20 cartridges. They have 4 more planned for this year. They do plan on making another unit that's going to be a console only. So it's not handheld. And I assume you're going to be able to use the same cartridges. So that would be cool.
Well, and again, for so many people right now, especially anybody who's into the retro games, there are a lot of great titles. I mean, I've said it before. We've said it before, talking about all the different titles, and it's just a little bit smaller. Is it just as wide, pretty much, as a Switch handheld situation, but not quite as tall?
Well, let's find out.
Oh, let's do the physical. I'm trying to check out the Nintendo game pack. That's the one you mentioned, right?
No, Nintendo doesn't have one.
I didn't think so. Not Nintendo. I meant which one did you say? The Namco?
Namco has 2. Interplay has 2. Atari has 2, I think.
Okay.
And then there's other ones like Pico Interactive.
Okay.
They have one, and MegaCat Studios, who, to be honest, never heard of.
Oh, yeah, the Data East too. They have a bunch of the Data East.
Data East. All right, so here's the 2.
Okay, so wow. Okay, there is a good difference.
This is more of a traditional handheld size.
It is, exact. That's what I was thinking myself too.
And what's interesting is it's a wide screen, but all these play in 4x3, so you don't use the extra. But they are coming out with Atari Lynx games, which were very wide.
Right. Okay.
So I'm guessing that's why they did this screen, so they could do wider games. So that was kind of smart. That kind of helps them in the future for stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. I wish I don't have them. Games included, like on the Interplay, they have the Clay Fighter, Claymates 3, Earthworm Jim 2, Prehistoric Man, and Adventures of Rad Gravity, and Brainies. That's one of them, but there's a lot of other ones too.
I've been playing MegaCat Studios Collection 1 lately.
Gotcha.
But on there, I've been kind of stuck on 2 games. One's called Old Tower, and one's called what is it? Painter. Let me just turn on and look.
Because I think I was thinking about Nintendo when I say that. I was thinking about like the NES that I played, Data East games. That is what I was thinking, I guess.
Yeah, it's cool to have the old Data East game. And I'll tell you what, the D-pad is really good. The buttons are good. It's just a really solid handheld here.
That is awesome.
Okay, there's Super Painter and Old Towers. And they're both, one's considered a platformer, one's called an action puzzler. They're both kind of similar in that they're like puzzle platformer games.
Gotcha.
One, I don't know if you can even see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so there's levels, and each level is made up of different blocks, and you have to run across the blocks. When you change the color. Once you change the color of every block, a door appears, and you go out the door. Of course, there's enemies all over trying to stop you. So
like they do.
Yeah, that's fun. And then this one, Old Towers, you can see this one actually, most of the puzzles in this stretch like 2 or 3 times higher than the screen.
Yeah.
And what you do is your character, when you move the full length of the screen, left, right, up, or down.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to pick up these coins throughout, and you're avoiding, of course, the enemy stuff. And once you get them all, then doors appear, then you go out. But the whole thing is trying to figure out, because you're always stuck on the wall, so you have to figure out how to get to the middle to go up.
Yeah.
And I said it's a full length this way or this way whenever you go up, down, left, right. And those 2 games are 2 of my favorite that I've been playing. But I like those kind of games anyway. They're really good. And I think, is it the Pico Interactive one? There's like a ton of RPGs on there. I mean, that one alone will keep.
Now, what size screen do you play on when you're playing it, when you have it hooked up?
Just my regular TV. It's 46.
Okay, so it looks really good.
Yeah, it looks great on there.
That's good.
I mean, it looks like it was made for it.
Yeah, that sounds like something I would love to get. It's like my price point. They have I'm looking at a premium pack. They have a premium pack on Amazon right now for $100. And that's the Evercade. It comes with the Atari Volume 1, Interplay Volume 1, and Data East Volume 1 cartridges. That sounds like that's a pretty good deal, right?
That's what this is, premium pack.
Yeah, okay. I got you. Good. And that was 80 for you though?
No,
that was the 100.
This is 100, but the one I got, I think it only came in one version where it's all the cartridges. This one's black. They're all white except unless you got the special edition one, which was only available for like a few hours and sold out. That came with 9 of the 10 cartridges. And the only reason it didn't come with the 10th because I asked them about it, and they said because the 10th game wasn't even out when they were selling this game. It came out, I guess, after they took the pre-orders. So yeah, like I said, there's 4 more cartridges coming, and there's a bunch more next year.
And it looks like there's like the Atari game it's all 2600 but there's 2600 and 7800 games on it, like Food Fight for the 7800, Alien Brigade, Ninja Golf. But then for the 2600, they've got the Sword Quest, Yar's Return, Video Pinball, which is one of our favorites, Asteroids, a Canyon Bomber, Centipede. Those are all from the 2600.
Here's the thing about Asteroids, though. It's for the 7800 as well. They have both versions.
Oh, do they? Awesome.
The 7800 version is tremendous.
Okay.
It's much more like the arcade, where when you first start, asteroids are coming in different directions.
Yes.
2600, they're just like this. Until you hit them, and then they start going.
Yes.
And it plays way better, too. The 7800 version of it is excellent.
I was just excited when I saw the Data East cartridge and it had the Bad Dudes cover on it. I loved Bad Dudes. I'll bring it up almost every time I see it.
We used to play that a lot.
Yeah. And then the Interplay games, they have Battle Chess, Booger Man, Clay Fighter, and that's the regular Earthworm Jim, and the Incantation and Titan. So how big are the cartridges? What's your cartridge look like for that?
There's a funny thing. These cartridges are so tight in here.
Oh, really?
They're struck.
But they form. Oh, that's right. They form to the back. They're curved at the top, so it like forms to the back of the game. I might have to look into one of those.
So it's as big.
Oh yeah, so it's like a Game Boy cartridge, a little bit bigger maybe.
Yeah, I think original Game Boy was slightly taller, but
they were the Game Boy. Yeah, because I have a few of those. I even had one from the manufacturer where it has the chip on the outside.
And that's how.
Oh yeah, yeah. You know, some people's size doesn't matter.
Thank God.
Oh man. So what you're saying is it does pay to know about this stuff and buy early. So hopefully we can stay on top of some of this stuff for people so they can, including myself, can take advantage of.
Well, I mean,
coming out.
I got this black. I completely lucked out on this because I did.
I don't believe in luck.
Well, I guess it's not quite luck because I was following them. I subscribed to their mailing list. And one morning I got up. It was really early. I wasn't ready to get up yet. And I was just checking my phone. And I had an email from Evercade. So I looked and they were announcing this black version.
Oh, I got
I was like, cool. Because to be honest, I'm not as thrilled with the white. I mean, it looks nice. It's the white and red. It's kind of cool. But I like the black one better. And it only came in the all-in version with everything. And so I went ahead and got it. And then bought it. Went back to sleep and didn't even realize what I did until later that day.
But you were only tired, not drunk and tired?
Not drunk. It even came with a case.
Good Lord.
Which is really nice.
Man. Well, next time that happens, you're going to have to like get a hold of me and we'll do a show real quick and go, okay, hey.
Well, to show you how little I remembered from ordering it, I had ordered a case also.
Yeah.
So it would come on the same day.
Yeah.
And then when I was checking my order, I was like, wait a minute, this comes with a case. And this is the case that I ordered. So I went on Amazon and I hurried up and I canceled it right before they sent it out.
Oh, good.
I was like, what the heck? And then it came with this. It's kind of cool. It's a collector coin.
Oh, sweet. Dude, bonus all around.
So I don't know what to do with it. I just put it in this pocket here with the system.
You never know.
Don't know what I'll do with it.
Just keep it in your purse when you go on the Let's Make a Deal.
That's true. Wait.
I know if you go to Let's Make a Deal, you're planning on going in as a woman.
Well, Let's Make a Deal, man. I haven't seen that. It's so long.
Yeah, Wayne Brady did a great job.
I never even saw his version.
He did a great job. He is one of the greatest people for that.
He's the greatest.
Oh, wow. Oh.
All right, let's forget I said that.
Said what?
This is the last thing I want to show off. Have I shown you this yet?
No, but that is massive, dude.
This is the SNK. I can't even see. NEOGEO arcade stick Pro.
It looks like you took a controller and put Miracle Grow on it.
Well, funny enough, the shape is their old NEOGEO CD controller.
Oh man!
So they just took the shape, they put a stick. Now, I did a couple of quick modifications. It comes with a cherry top.
Yeah,
but I kind of like the bat.
Oh,
it's really simple. There's a plug here. You open it up. There's a screw, and it'll screw the top straight off, and you can just put a new top on. Boom, you're done.
Oh shoot!
You don't have to open it up.
Customizable.
Yeah, but these buttons on the old SNK arcade, the buttons were laid out like this: red, yellow, green, blue. When you get this, they're laid out red, yellow, green, blue.
Oh.
I don't know why they changed it, because in all their arcade games, they're laid out in this like kind of straight pattern.
Right.
So I decided to have some fun, and I opened this up. There's like 10 screws back here.
Yeah.
So I opened it up, popped out the buttons, and then I had to kind of rewire them to go to the new spots. So I just replaced the order here.
Look at you, Mr. DIY.
It's extremely simple, but it was a little difficult for me, but it ended up working out, and it was really cool like this. Now,
that's awesome.
This comes with, it's actually it's a stick, but it's also a console, because it comes with 20 games right off the bat, but there's 20 of them hidden. I don't know why SNK hid the games, because they're doing this where every 2 months they give you keys to unlock the two.
Yeah.
You have to go online and you download the keys, and then you plug your USB, which I have a little tiny one right here. You plug it in, and it unlocks the new games. So I went ahead and I found there was like a quick little hack where you could download all the keys at once instead of waiting, because they're all on the stick anyway.
Right.
I went and did that. And then recently there was a new hack came out called the Hilo Stick Pro.
Yeah.
And if you use that, it allows you, and you have to keep the USB plug in there. And if you do that, when it boots up, you have your NEOGEO stick, and then it has the Hilo Pro stick. You choose the NEOGEO one. It's the original 40. Hilo, it's virtually like all the NEOGEO games, which is 148 or 50, whatever it is. So, so it's really cool, and I like that it doesn't go on the stick; it goes right on this USB.
Right.
It avoids the stick altogether, so everything's fine.
Right.
And then it's got a cord inside here. This can be used as a PC stick, just right out of the box. You unplug it, or you open it up, plug it right into your PC, and you've got a arcade stick.
Oh, my son would love that.
There is a version where it comes with a adapter called a Game Link.
Yeah.
That lets you use it on the Switch. Now, I've tried it on 2 different docks. I can't get it to work. What it does is it'll work for like 5-10 minutes, and then the stick just stops working. Just no more. One. But if I plug this directly into the Switch, like on tabletop mode, it works perfectly. So the little adapter, if anyone's looking to get this and you see the adapters, they charge you a lot more for that. Don't bother with it. Not if you're using it for a Switch. It's not going to.
Well, I was looking up some of the questions about it. Can you add more games? Which you just talked about. Have they done the update with additional games, which you were talking about, right?
SNK has not added any more games, just the 40.
Yeah, okay.
But the rumor was they were going to sell them in packs. And if they sell them, I'll go ahead and get them, even though I have that hack. But I'd rather have the official stuff. So if they sell them, I'll buy them. Because NEOGEO is one of those systems I never had as a kid.
Right. And I did. Yeah.
I mean, it's like $600 a games, or $250. I was like,
holy! Are you kidding me?
The games were like this big. But here's the thing: the NEOGEO console was the arcade insides, and so the cartridges were were just the cartridges from the way they set up the original one was they had an arcade game with the games on these cartridges, kind of like a regular system, but you could plug, it was either 4 or 6 in at a time. So instead of having, 4 or 6 arcade games, you had one,
right?
And you could choose whichever one you wanted to play. So they decided to take that idea and just use the cartridges. They changed them slightly. I don't know why, but the ROM's exactly the same. So when you would bring your NEOGEO home, plug in a cartridge, it was literally the arcade game. It was pixel for pixel. It was the same game.
Wow.
Which was amazing. That's why they were $250 a pop, because you were getting like a, I don't know, $3,000 arcade game.
You're right. Right.
So when you look at it that way, it's a huge bargain. But I mean, who has $250 a pop spends on cartridge?
I know. I'm like, holy crap.
So I've been on a huge NEOGEO kick lately, because I've just never got to play those games.
Yeah, there's a lot of fighting games on there, right?
It's a fighting game machine, I'll tell you that. And it also has some good shooters, like shoot 'em up. Here's the cool. So it hooks to your TV right there.
Yeah. Okay.
And there's a power button. When you use it in console mode, you have to plug it in to your outlet. Here's the cool thing, though. Here's where it also is a console. You can literally, like, they sell. I got one right here, actually. Hold on. They sell these for the SNK Mini.
Yeah.
See the shape? It's the exact same shape.
Exactly. Yeah.
So that's where they got it from. I wouldn't say it's the best stick. Like the original one had a clicky sound, and this has a lot of movement. I wish it wasn't quite as much. But what you can do, let's say you wanted to play 2-player.
Yeah.
You can plug this cartridge into the 2-player spot right here.
Yep. Yep.
One person uses this, one person uses this.
Uses that.
So
sweet.
It truly is a console. I mean, and so I got this when it came out, and then was it late last year? I can't remember. Maybe early this year. They had a sale on this thing. Went down pretty cheap, and then I had ordered a game from Amazon that I completely forgot about that I didn't want anymore, so I returned it. So I had $60 credit. So I ended up getting a second one, dirt cheap.
Wow.
Nathan and I were playing 2-player. You plug one stick into this stick.
Oh, you chain link it. Yeah.
Yeah. And so we were sitting on the couch next to each other, both playing arcade sticks on the TV, playing all the arcade games from SNK NEOGEO.
Wow.
It was awesome. I'd like to do a video of that. I don't know if I have the equipment for it, but so I've looked online. I can't really see anyone that's really showing that off.
The equipment.
Yeah. So
I think you got the equipment.
I recommend that stick. It's a good quality stick. Buttons.
Yeah.
It's not. I know a lot of people ask if is it Sanwa parts. No, it's not Famitsu either. I don't know what kind of parts they are. I think they might be built just for this stick. I'm not sure, but they're good. I've seen people online who have switched them out for like Sanwa buttons and stick. I don't really need that because it feels good to me, so I'm happy with that. But I recommend that stick. It's really good, especially if you play any games on PC, because you can plug it right into your PC as well, which is nice.
Yeah, and I'm trying to see 20 classic fighting games pre-installed is what you get on Amazon if you order it.
Yeah, the original 20 fighting, but there's 20 more actually on the stick that come with it.
So it doesn't. It's only telling me about half of what it has.
It's the weirdest marketing I've ever seen in my life.
Wow,
There's
it's like bonus time.
There's 40 games on it. Why not just sell it as 40 games? I don't know.
Right.
There's also a rumor of a NEOGEO System 3 coming out this year.
Okay. All right.
I don't know if it will, but I was thinking because they're doling these games out like 2 at a time per month, and it ends. If you're doing it 2 at a time, it ends somewhere like September, October.
Okay.
So I was wondering if maybe a new system is going to be announced around then. And I'm really hoping if there is a new system, I'm really hoping that these sticks can be used as controllers. Because another reason why the NEOGEO is so expensive, the original NEOGEO came with an arcade stick as your controller.
Shit.
So it didn't come with a little controller, right? You had a real arcade stick.
Right.
And there was a gold version, I believe. I think it's called gold, where it came with 2 sticks. So it's like, oh my gosh, 2 sticks out of the box, 2 arcade sticks. How cool is that?
Well, they have it also with they have it for $30 more. It's the NEOGEO Arcade Stick Pro Controller Pack, which has HDMI and a game link for PS3, PS4, and Switch connectivity.
I've tried both of them. I have 2 game links. I have both of them. Tried them both on 2 different docks. Like I said, they work for a few minutes and then they just quit.
That's what you were talking about. Okay.
I don't know how it works on a PS4.
Well, then they have the Arcade Stick Pro, which is it's the link, the HDMI cable, and 2 controllers, a white one and a black one. Yeah. That's $190. Yes, you get a black one and it shows a white one as well.
These controllers and an additional stick both work on that stick. I don't know if anything else does. I haven't tried it.
Okay.
It is a let's see, what is it? It's a USB-C connector.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yep.
So it's possible. I don't know. It's possible if you have another controller or a stick that uses that, or if you just use an adapter with it.
Right.
Work. I don't know. I should probably try that.
Yeah. Yeah. Comes with Arcade Stick Pro, HDMI, 1 white gamepad, 1 black gamepad, game link. Yeah. So 20 classic fighting games, ability to plug into the TV or play as a console or controller. Controller support for PC, NEOGEO Mini, and Android. So there you have it.
Yeah.
The NEOGEO Mini Samurai Showdown Limited Edition.
I have a Mini right over here. I haven't unboxed it yet, but
yeah.
I just got a couple months ago. Amazon had a sale. They're selling for $30. So I was like, $30, I'll get it.
Okay, I'm gonna have to get on a regular text with you where you're like, can you afford it or not?
Because it was originally, I think, like $120.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know if I want to spend it on that little mini one.
Yeah, right.
Plus, when you connect it to the TV, the quality apparently isn't very good.
Gotcha.
But for $30, they said the quality of the actual mini, the screen itself, is actually great.
Right.
And it's just barely big enough. You can play it. It's not like it's. We were talking about. I think we talked about the Sega Game Gear Micro. Mm-hmm. That it's like the screen is an inch, but it's like this big, and the screen's an inch.
I just can't do that.
And then one of them, they each come with 4 games. One of them are all 4 RPGs. It's like, well, how can you read it?
You almost need to get one of those screens that magnify.
You know what? Here's a funny
thing.
So there's 4 of those minis.
Yeah.
I think they're $50 a piece, $60 a piece. I can't remember. But if you buy it, and it's Japanese only.
Okay.
But if you buy all 4 at once, Sega will throw in one of those big magnifying glasses. It hits the mini and it goes over the screen. So they actually thought of that. But as far as I know, as of right now, you still can't pre-order that magnifying glass. It's like only comes if you buy all 4 of these things.
That sucks.
Yeah, I passed on that one.
Yeah, that doesn't seem right.
I don't. That doesn't seem like an American product. I don't think they'll bring that here.
No, I don't think we. Not.
I can see it being popular in Japan. I don't see it being popular here.
No.
Somebody's got.
Go ahead.
No, I think people would buy that Astro City Mini if it came here, but because it's a Japanese arcade design, I bet they don't bring it here.
Right.
I hope they do. It'd be cool.
Things that would be cool.
What were we going to say before?
No, I was just gonna say I saw somebody had the one of the old Nintendo games. They had Bubble Bobble out there. You can get it. You can get it Prime for $35.
I mean, this.
Yeah, is that what it is? That's from there, right? Yeah, Bubble Bobble.
I ordered Bubble Bobble 4 from. I can't remember the company. It may have been Strictly Limited Games. I can't remember. They were doing a physical version of it.
Oh, okay.
With this acrylic, I guess a coaster. I don't know what it is.
That's great.
I haven't even played the game yet, but I love Bubble Bobble. It's so much fun.
Yeah, I can't wait to get in with some of these things once things get opened up again, and they're doing some of these things to get back to you and I going to some of these shows. And
we should plan a quick little trip to. There's a place. Have you ever heard of Trading Games? It's a local store.
No,
they're like 20 minutes from me. I think further south.
Okay.
So at some point, you should come out here and we'll drive over there.
Okay.
But it's one of the neater art what do you call it? Games, retro games stores around town.
Yeah.
I think they were featured on some kind of a documentary or something too. It's pretty neat.
It's out down on Gravois.
Yeah, it's in a weird. Yeah, it is. It's on a weird spot. It's like you've Gravois and then you've got like a service road.
Yeah.
Then they're off to the side there.
How they got a Maximum Carnage for boxed for $60.
For which system is that?
Sega for the Genesis.
Oh, Genesis.
Yeah, I'm like, I got it boxed for the Super.
They have a glass cabinet with all their like more expensive items.
Yeah,
and the rest of it's out there. They just posted on, I think, on Instagram. They have a ton of old video game magazines that came in. I wouldn't mind getting a couple of those. Those are kind of cool to look through.
Yeah, they have Intellivision games. So, okay, well, yeah, let's check it out.
Yeah, the only thing they don't have, which would be difficult, is they don't really have import games. Because
really?
Did we ever go to that? I can't remember if I went with you to that St. Charles one. It's called Game Trader. It's gone. I think there's a new Game Trader that's in there, but it's not the same guy. But you go into the store, and it was I would say maybe 70% Japanese games.
Wow!
So it was basically a Japanese game store.
That's
here in St. Louis. It was insane. It was a dump. You know that Astro City cabinet I was showing you?
Yeah.
Well, he had cabinets like that. He had about 6 of them in the store, just sitting there. I guess you could buy them if you wanted to. But the place was a complete mess. It was pretty dirty. But the dude I bought so many Japanese games from this guy. It was amazing because you could actually go and see it and look at it. I bought a puzzle game for the Dreamcast called Lost Golem. I bought it solely because of the cover. And I asked the guy, so what is this thing? Because it was such an odd cover. And he said it's because it's a puzzle game. And I was like, well, I'm sold. And I bought it. And I got a whole story about that for a different show, but
okay,
it ended up being a great game. And I'm glad I got it because they're not the easiest game to come by.
And what was the name of it?
In English, it was called The Lost Golem.
The Lost Golem. Wow.
Actually, if you type lostgolem.com.
Yeah, they don't even have anything there.
Type in lostgolem.com and you'll run into my website.
Oh.
Not the Lost Golem, but just Lost Golem.
Huh. That's it. Wow.
Yeah, like this was kind of what was on when you look at the banner, it's kind of what was on the cover. Not exactly, but it's just this really weird looking. I was like, what is this?
That's crazy.
We'll have to talk about this for another show because I did a whole
Right.
thing on this. I got a really cool story about this game.
Wow.
But we will save that for another show.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, we all done?
I think we is. So we'll wrap up. We talked about Animal Crossing stuff, all the new stuff that you can do. Check it out. There's tons of videos out there of people talking about all that. But do the swimming around. Make sure you find everything. Turn it into the museum. Christine actually bought me a crappy Mona Lisa. Not a crappy one, but the fake one. So she put it up on my wall. Talked about Missile Dancer today. Check out the 1920s tennis. All those things are available on the Switch. The Damascus Gear Operation Osaka.
Very
check
cool.
it out. Back up to $20, but check on it.
Definitely
deal.
that'll drop again. If it went to under $3, it'll drop again.
And there's a thing on Deku deals. If you check in on there, they'll let you know. I think you get an alert if something goes on sale, something in particular. I think they have a wish list or something on there. Is that right? I think that's right.
Yeah.
So check that out. But Osaka is the newer one that we were just talking about today, but they also have a Tokyo one. Check it out. It's $5 cheaper right now. Mr. Driller and Drill Land. And we'll get back. But check out the NEOGEO system. Lots of cool stuff. I'll keep in touch. Next show, hopefully, I will have another Switch. That's the goal.
Let's hope.
All right, dude. Go game, go. Hopefully soon we'll be having our theme song, all kinds of other things. So keep your eyes out.
Right. Tell your dad I said goodbye.
I will do that.
He's a good dude.
Yeah. We will talk. We'll talk soon.
All right. See ya.
See ya.